They drove past the bar to the area that Cole had chased the criminal through. They parked right where Cole had fallen on his face and got out of the car. "Wait," Marcus said. "I'm not sure about this." "It's just around the corner. It'll be fine," Cole said. "Besides, we're just here to look." Marcus stood there for a few moments thinking until he responded, "Let's go." They walked slowly around the corner and down the street towards the criminal's home. No lights were on inside the house as they crept closer and closer. There was a broken, waist-high gate on the side of the house that was hanging open. On the side of the gate there was a large bush that blocked the neighboring houses from view. Maybe it was by design, as this was a criminal's house. Marcus started inching towards the gate, and this time it was Cole who protested in a whisper. "Wait, I thought we were just looking." Marcus whispered back in a drifty, distant voice, "Just getting a closer look." And he kept moving. They moved to the gate and crouched down. They looked at each other for a second before moving farther along the side of the house. "Stop!" came a raspy voice. They froze in their tracks, terrified. After a moment of silence, they started to look around for whoever had yelled at them. No one was there, though. They looked at each other, completely baffled at where the voice had come from, and then the voice came again, causing them both to fall to the ground in shock. "What the hell was I supposed to do? You gave me nothing to go off but a description of a hoodie." The voice wasn't aimed at them after all. It was someone on the phone, and it was coming through an open basement window on the criminal's house. They laid down in the grass and continued to listen. "No shit, I killed the wrong person. You think I don't know that?" Then he was quiet as whoever was on the other end of the call responded. He spat back, "I told you this was a stupid idea from the beginning, and look what happened. Remind me again how it is that you are the boss in all of this." There was more silence as a response came over the phone. Cole and Marcus had crawled to either side of the window and could now see the man speaking on the phone. "I do not," the raspy voice returned, "give a shit. I told you to keep me and my name out of this. Anonymity. You know that before you, I had never met anyone I sold to or bought from, ever. That's what makes me smarter than you. That's what makes me better than you. And then on the very first job I do for you, you have me running all around town, looking for people I don't know, making your deals, doing your grunt work, killing that goddamn kid." Both Marcus and Cole made involuntary movements out of anger. The man inside the window continued, "We're fucking done." And he hung up. Marcus and Cole looked at each other, not daring to move. The man in the basement reached into his pocket and pulled something out. Then, with his back turned to the window, he started working with whatever the object was. Their view was obscured by his body, but when he was finished, he bent down, bringing his face level with the table, and made a snorting sound. He then moved over to the couch against the wall and sank into it on his back. Cole and Marcus looked at one another and realized that he was not leaving anytime soon. They began to rise off the ground very, very slowly, trying as hard as they could not to make any sound. It took several long moments to get all the way back to their feet without making a noise, but once they did, they tiptoed back out the gate and began running down the road back to the car.